Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hi, hello, my name is Ashley, and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, we are going to be opening our first fairy loot of the year. This is the January fairy loot. Is it February 5th today? Yes. I got it yesterday in the mail. That's what happens when it comes from the UK, and that's fine. My ring light is freaking out a little. I don't know if I want to be that bright, but I think we'll leave it. We'll see. Hopefully soon we will be getting updated camera. But we'll see. Anyways, I don't remember anything about this box, but it is a tall box, which usually means like, I don't know, bigger items sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So, we are going to... You guys see anything? Nope, you see a bunch of paper. I'm glad that they went paper because it is less, you know, plastic wastage, but my cat is not happy about it. You know, I said that, like, oh, bigger box, bigger things. Like, there's a whole bunch of space in here. I think the only reason they did it is because they gave us a coffee cup, which I am... Oh, it's not even a coffee cup. Okay, right here on top we have, it says, 6 Crimson Cranes Sugar Pot. Why is it there? Is it... It's not even really. It's like a very matte box, but it's one to pick up the light. I don't really use, like, a sugar pot. I have, like, little packets of sugar when I put my coffee. And I also haven't read 6 Crimson Cranes yet. But this is beautiful. Let me get the little spoon out. Of course, you gotta have a little spoon to go with your little pot. So the spoon is just a little, it's just white. But then look at it. You guys can't see anything. What is going on? There we go. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, here we can see it a little bit better. It's so pretty. Here on the top, I'm going to take it off so I don't, you know, knock it off. Obviously, we have the notch for the spoon, and we have the little paper crane. And I did not redo my nails before I did this video. That's okay. We have all the flowers. And then we have, is there actually 6? 1, so with the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are actually 6 cranes on it. Good job. So yeah, so that's a really cute little item. It is very ceramic. I don't know if I will be using it. I don't know. We might. We might use it. It's a cute item. I don't use... I use sugar packets for my tea, or my coffee, because it's just easier for me. And this was designed by Blanca Design. We've gotten plenty of stuff from them, and it's always beautiful. Okay, next up, see, this is interesting because not everybody, this makes me sad when they give us items that aren't necessarily just like a universal use item. So it says Dance of Lies e-reader strap, which it's very pretty. Let's see if we can, like, it's got the crown and it's got a cage with a bird and the dagger and everything. And, like, you hook this on the outside of your e-reader, and it, you know, so you can hold it better. You would hold it like that. I use my physical, like, tablet, and it's in a case. And then I don't think, usually, like, I'll pass these on to my sister, like, something that I can't use on my sister, but she also just uses her iPad. So, that makes me a little sad, but that's okay. Somebody, somewhere, will want it. So it might get listed on my Mercari. I also have never even heard of Dance of Lies, but that doesn't mean... I will have to look it up, because most of the time it's like, oh, I haven't read it, but at least I've heard of it. Never heard of Dance of Lies. I wonder if that's our book. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh! Okay, but this thing I do like. It does have plastic around it, so let me get that off real quick. I do hope this shows up because my lighting is being weird and it's not letting me. So we have a Once Upon a Broken Heart little notebook. It is a lined notebook. No art on the inside or anything like that on the pages. Let me take the little sleeve off. But it says, it has like a little, it has a strappy strap for your pen. And again, this lighting, what is going on? If I do that, you can't see me. I don't know. Turning 30. Anybody watch Inside by Bo Burnham? Anyways, okay. What was I saying? Oh, that's cute. Okay, so on the spine, which you can't see. Hopefully I can fix all of this in editing, and I'll be yelling at it, and you guys can see it perfectly fine. But it does say The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox, which is a storybook inside of Once Upon a Broken Heart. But we have the fox, and we have the like the bow and arrow, and we have the apple and daggers, and it's pink, and it's cute, and it's foiled. The end papers are gold foiling. This is a nice one. It's very nice quality too, which makes me sad because it'll probably just sit on my shelf and be absolutely nothing because I'm so scared to use very nice journals. And I know I'm not the only one. That's kind of like a thing, right? So that one's good. Alrighty. We'll get down here to the bottom. We have our bookmark, which matches the themed card for, like, our spoiler card, which says Hearts in Flight. Okay. And then our two tarot cards, which maybe are from the book. I'm not sure. I don't recognize either of these. We have the Devil, and we have Temperance. So those will go in our nice little photo album. And then we have our overlays, which tells me that the book that we're getting is The Swan's Daughter. Interesting. I'm wondering if it's anything like The Swan Princess. Oh my goodness. It's by Roshani Chokshi. I can't say her name. Roshani Chomsky. Is there an N in there? Hold on. Let me get it out of the bubble wrap. This is so cute. This is giving fairy tale storybook. Oh my goodness. This is adorable. So, no, there is no N. Roshani Chokshi. I will have to look it up on how to pronounce her name because I feel bad. I know that she's a phenomenal writer, and I've read a few things from her. Oh, I definitely want to read Arusha on the End of Time. My daughter was supposed to read it. She got it from the library and then didn't actually read it. So we have the top and the bottom pages are just white. There's nothing there. So even though they're kind of, what is the word? When it's like the light is fraying it out. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyways. And then we have, it is so bothering me. This might be better for the items and not for me. It's fine. Okay, so we've got flowers and we've got a key. Is it just a key on the outside? Or on this, it's key and maybe like a bracelet around it. Or it could just be a frame. Because then on the front, the key has wings. Like the swan. And we have swan up here. That's really pretty. End papers are foiled. They've been loving doing that. And I've been enjoying it too. So we have the foiled end paper here. And we have a foiled end paper here. And then, ooh, the Naked Book is also foiled. Big mushrooms. She's beautiful. I don't know what's happening here. And then let's see. I'm sure the reverse dust jacket is more than likely what the original, actual, like, traditionally published jacket looks like. It might just have a slightly different colorway. And I like how it says, the tagline says, a possibly doomed love story. So let's get this wrapped and I will read it. I'll read the summary. I won't read you the whole book. See, now it's really dark. hopefully my editing skills are better than, and I can fix it. I don't know. Okay, so it says, Prince Eris knows that marriage means murder. After a poorly worded wish generations ago, all one needs to rule the Isle of Malus are the heart and hand and marriage of the kingdom's heir, regardless of their survival afterwards. Eris's only chance at a long life is true love. When his parents announce a tournament of brides, a throng of beautiful bachelorettes arrives at a castle, but Eris cannot tell who is there out of love for him or lust for power. His only hope is Demelza, a veritas swan, who has fled to the castle for sanctuary. Demelza's song rings truth from lies, and so they strike a deal. Eris will hide her in exchange for her help to sort through his potential brides. But when love and truth become impossibly tangled, the two must decide what is more important, mere survival or chasing a life worth living. So Prince Eris is going to fall in love with Demelza, right? He's going to fall in love with a swan. Kind of seems like that's what's going to happen. But yes, this is so cute. Like, this reminds me of, like fairy tale storybooks when I was a little person. Oh, we got to pull these out. The artwork, the overlays. Oh my goodness! Okay, let me on the spoiler card it tells us where exactly to put them and what the picture is. So this is what I was, oh my goodness, at. Is Demelza hatching out of the leg. Look how cute! So adorable. Okay, and then next it says Eris at the Grove of Ancestors. So we've got Prince here just hanging out in the trees. Probably hearing the voices of his ancestors. And then Demelza and Eris at the Tranquility Pond. These ones I'm going to go with this one. It's probably that one. I might have somehow messed them up. So here is Demelza and Eris at the Tranquility Pond. And then Demelza and Eris at the Sea Caves. Or by the Sea Caves. So yeah. And all of this art was done by PoleArts _, which I think has been doing the overlays for the past few times. Okay, let's look this up. Alrighty. So we know the sugar pot was designed by Blanca Designs. We did talk about that. And it was inspired by 6 Crimson Cranes. The e-reader strap was also by Blanca Designs, and it was inspired by A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. The notebook was by Duck Him, which we get a lot designed by them, and it's always beautiful. Was inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart, and the overlays were by PoleArts. The tarot was Rory and Sybil from The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, which I have not read. It is on my TBR. I do want to read it because I did enjoy One Dark Window. Haven't read Two Twisted Crowns yet, but I really enjoyed One Dark Window. So I do want to read Night and the Moth eventually. And then for the book itself, we got... Trying to get to the artists. The redesigned cover was done by Svetlana Molodchenko and designed by Lydia Blogin. Colorway of the actual cover, which is what I thought it was. The character art on the front and the back hardcovers were by PoleArts, which is the same person who did the overlays. And then the foil details were by Blanca.design. The character artwork on the end papers was also by PoleArts, and the foil details were by Blanca Designs. And the digitally sprayed edge was by Svetlana Molodchenko. And it also includes an author letter and a annotated chapter at the end of the book. So awesome. I like how they've been doing the annotated chapters. I don't necessarily always read them, but like it is, especially if I'm really enjoying a book, I like to just see their thought process. Especially, I just finished reading Coldwire, which we got in December in our December box, and Chloe Gong's little notes, and she wrote drew little picture, angry faces, and it was fun to read that little chapter. Not gonna lie, this was kind of a meh box. The book sounds fun in a fairy tale-esque way. Love the journal. Obviously. Do I wish maybe there was like little foxes on the bottom? I don't know, just to add to it. But like all in all, beautiful journal. I'm not gonna be able to use the e-strap reader or e-reader strap because I don't have one that is even this small. This is 100% meant for like a Kindle because if you stretch it too far, it's not gonna work great. And then the sugar pot is beautiful, like I said, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use it because I don't use loose sugar. So, as always, like I am gonna link my Macari in the description, just in case I do end up putting all that on, like any of it on there. And I have items from other boxes as well that I know somebody out there is gonna want to use more than because if I don't use it or if I don't know the story, or it's not even always if I know the book, because if the item is awesome and I just don't read the book or I haven't read the book, I'm still going to use it and be like, oh well, I haven't read it, but like this is awesome. I have a 6 Crimson Crane blanket that is so soft and pretty that I use it all the time. Still haven't read 6 Crimson Cranes. Why is that like a tongue twister? I don't know. Anyways, so I do have a Macari shop that you guys are welcome to browse for other random items that I just don't end up using and they are going to sit in a box. But other than that, like I ask you, and every time I open a box, do you get a book box? If so, which one? Do you get FairyLoot? How did you feel about this box? Even if you don't get the box, how do you feel about this box? It kind of seemed a little lackluster, which I'm very kind of sad about. But it's okay. I think next month, I already looked at like what the fandoms are going to be in it, and hopefully it's better. Honestly, more than likely, so far, they're not charging us any sort of like extra tariff tax or anything like that. I am still paying the same amount that I've paid from the beginning. So my thought process is that possibly they're doing less quality so that they can eat the tariff tax. I don't know. Because I'm pretty certain this comes. I'm also very confused. FairyLoot is a UK subscription box, but I do think they have a location here in the US because it often tells me it's being shipped from like Utah. So there might not even be like tariffs to deal with. I am so confused. But yeah, that is what we have for this month. I don't know. I'm a little meh, but it's okay. I'm sure there's somebody out there who loves it, and that is fantastic, and I'm so excited for you. But I'm going to wrap this up. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, as well as the bigger subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're always notified every time that I upload. And until next time, bye!